Good. So we also have that one there. There's a commoner here. We only learn...
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
We only learn tangential stuff from the random people, but sometimes it's quite nice to speak to all of them. About time someone dealt with the monster Bacillus. He has killed so many, it's disgraceful he has been allowed to continue so long. Hopefully the reward will speed its capture. Bacillus the murderer. The townsfolk of Varugos talk of a monster named Bacillus who has murdered many innocent folks, and he's missing the main thing, which is there's a reward. And speak to the other commoner.
Hey, our friend.
I think my husband may take it the wrong way if he saw the bunch of you talking to me in the street. He's got a really nasty temper and he's really jealous too. Sorry to be so rude, but it's for your own good. Okay. So... we will have to map that here. To Xar and Monterey. How is this bad? Monteron. Monteron. Xar and Monteron. Okay, I hope I don't bump the mic too much when I reach for the keyboard with a second chance. Okay. I have no idea what this is, but we'll just go there and check all the stuff that's lying around, because we are filthy thieves. Get a girdle and a knife. There's a farmer.
I've no time for to talk to you now.
I'll not go near places the dead walk, leastwise not since my uncle was possessed. He came out of a dungeon slavering mad, and the cleric in his group had not the experience to dispel the evil from his mind. It was a prayer to hold him still that freed him, but he'll not go near another ruin. So you can get possessed. Very important information. We take the arrows. We take the gold. We want to take the chicken. Chickens are dangerous. Everyone who knows computer games know that chickens are dangerous. And not computer games. It's a console game, but... you know what I'm talking about. Okay. We have seen anything on that side. Why are you so slow? Go to the commoner.
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
It's you just know it. Spies are poisoning the ore to weaken our borders. Everything points to them. I bet they are behind the bandit raids too. Why don't the Grand Dukes just awake? That would show them. Yeah, but we don't know if it is and I'll just doubt it
Speak up.
as the first thing everybody says in an RPG is usually wrong about how the situation comes together. Blasted halflings talk in circles. I know not which is more treacherous, Firewine Ruins or Gulliken north of it. Keep an eye on your purse strings if you wander through that area. Okay. I'm not go near places. Oh, we already talked to that one. That's great. Okay, that's the edge of the map. So if you want to go down, we go in here. Go down here. That one has smoke coming out of it, so I would say that would be the smithy. And while I'm at it, these go to her. Okay. Did I not drop it because, okay. It's not like some of those stupid games. She can stack those. Okay. Commoner. Not W, it's Q. Could go into that house or talk to Silke. Silke is how it is pronounced in German. I have no idea how I would pronounce that name in English. I would say Silk. I think I will call that person Silk. The German name is a woman's name, so...
Greetings, mercenaries. I am Silky, thespian extraordinaire.
Excuse me, but I must ask that you leave me be. I'm waiting for someone and do not wish to be distracted. Okay. She is Silky. Locked. There's also a commoner standing here.
Something on your mind?
More puzzling thing I've never heard. I was left for dead by the raiders and a stranger healed me. Had the worst visage I ever hoped to lay eyes on, but his bearing I cannot question. Can I rest to restore my spells? After repicking... Oh, I already picked the right one. Okay. Can I rest now? Thank you.
I serve the flaming fist.
I'll not have vagrants stinking up the streets on my watch. Get to an inn or sleep outside the city. Either way, I want you gone. Okay. Okay, the Flaming Fist mercenaries are watching over the city and watching that we don't sleep anywhere. So if I go into the next building, I will definitely sleep because I need my spells back. Got 3 money. Is a commoner here?
Something on your mind?
I bet those rank-riding bandits are hired by the Amnion. It would be like those money grabbers to pull something so low. Got to the point where an honest man can't travel the roads. So I don't really know much about the law of D&D, so Amnions could be the evil guys all of them think they are, or they could be not. So I have to go with the assumption that they are all being unjust to them. Okay, this is the smithy. You can all stay there because Joe does all the work. Talk to the smith.
Speak up, speak up.
Hello friend, what can I do for you this day? No need to trouble yourself, I'm just browsing about your smithy, I have heard much about it. Oh, it's no trouble at all, you can expect nothing but the best in service from the Thunderhammer Smithy. Best armors in the land. If you need some help, don't hesitate to speak to Tarim himself. Yeah, after I loot your smithy. Oh, there's so much opportunity for a thief, as always in these games.
Speak up.
It's exactly the same dialogue. Also locked. Speak to Tarim.
Kiss me, blarmy. What you wish done?
Hello there, is there anything I can do for you in this fair day? Could you show us what you have for sale? And he just shows us. He can identify things, that's great. And he can sell us things, so like barrels retort. The only thing dwarven warriors love more than a cool pint of ale is a short-hefted blade of cold steel, perfect for penetrating the thick skulls of orcs. These axes serve equally well when thrown or held in one hand. Okay, can be thrown or attacked with this axe. I don't have anyone who can use axes. So we have better bows. Composite longbow and longbow. I think a longbow is another weapon than a shortbow though. We have a shortbow +1. Okay. Magical shortbow is very expensive. Okay. So, longbow wouldn't be the way to go. It would be shortbow +1 or dagger +1, which is okay. It gives just +1 speed, accuracy, and damage is improved. Okay, 450. That's something I could afford, but I won't do that. We have a sling. We heard of slings before. What ammo do they use? They don't say which ammo they use, so I assume they just need rubble off the from the floor, so they can use that like everywhere. Various enchanted arrows, shields, bucklers, medium, full plate armor. Shadow armor +3. Wow, that's very good armor they have here. Okay, I don't want to buy anything of you, but I want to say you leather armor, longsword, another leather armor, longsword. A girdle, what does it do? It just weighs something. And the 2 daggers, I sell those, and I'll try what the girdle does. Don't use the wrong one. We use that one. Does it change anything? It changes nothing, so I can sell the basic girdle. Okay. So everybody get out of here. And we have to go around the corner because I saw the building up there that can only be accessed by this way. No, it can't. I have to run around. Okay, I don't have to run around. I can just go this way. Okay. I open the door and go in. Mariana? It's Mirian. Mirian. Oh, just stand still for a moment there.
Salutations.
My husband had to make a sudden business trip to Am and I'm so worried for him. Mirian, he always said, Mirian, who knows the road better than old Ro? But the highways just aren't as safe as they once were and there hasn't been a messenger from Anne since here in months. Could you keep your eyes open along the southern roads and let me know if you find anything? And journal updated. Mirian's husband. Along the southern roads. I was moved by the police of Mirian of Baragos today. Her husband Ro has had to make a trip south to Anne and she is understandably worried for his safety. I sworn to keep my eyes open for any news of relevance I might encounter in my journeys down that road. So she has nothing to steal, but something here. Yes. I steal everything you got. Nothing there, but there's a law book. History of the Chosen of Mystra. As always, I will read that once I'm done with the building. Good. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's nothing behind that corner, so we can just go. Select all and go out. Now I read the history of the Chosen of Mystra. The reason why Mystra, the goddess of magic, invested a portion of her divine might in mortals is not known. One of the more popular theories, and one that is gaining more support in light of the goddess' other actions during that period, is that Mystra foresaw the time of troubles and her own passing at the hands of Helm, and chose to give some of her powers to mortals in order to ensure that her successor, the female mage Midnight, as it turned out, would have a number of nearly immortal allies in the struggle against the schemes of the gods. The now dead Bane, Merkul, and Baal, who precipitated the time of troubles by stealing the tables of fate. The theory goes on to suggest that Mystra informed Azoth at approximately the year of the Rising Flame, more than 1,300 years before the Times of Troubles, that some of her power must be put into the hand of mortals who would then become known as Mistra's Chosen. This power would sleep within the bodies of those mortals, allowing Mystra to call on it only with their permission. It would give the Chosen the innate ability to heal quickly and would give them lifespans far greater than those of ordinary mortals. Mystra speculated that these mortals might be able to call on her power and thereby gain some special abilities, but that these powers would not rival those of a deity. See powers below. The goddess of all magic then began to select mortals she thought to be suitable. One of the first was the young mage Elminster, and she also singled out a promising wizard named Calvin Aronson. Both have proved to be worthy and capable receptacles of her power, but Mistra's other early attempts to invest her power in living humans were unsuccessful, and she came to realize that only very few mortals were stirring enough substance to contain such power within themselves without being destroyed or corrupted. Even though some people aside from Elminster and Calvin may have possessed the requisite strength, it is possible that having lived for years prior to being visited by Mystra had set them on a path from which they were not able to deviate. Whatever the reason, the problem needed to be solved. To get around the difficulty, Mystra devised a plan to use herself as a vessel to breed individuals who could be nurtured and acclimated to her powers from the very beginning of their lives. For the father of these individuals, she picked the best example of human stock she could find, Dornell Silverhand, a nobleman and a former harper who lived near Neverwinter. Mystra then possessed the body of Elushandar, a half-elven sorceress whom Dornell was already attracted to. Mystra revealed her presence and her plan to Elue, who happily and eagerly agreed to have the goddess share her body. Elue had been reluctant, but under the influence of Mystra the woman became a seductress, and Dornell found his advantages being suddenly returned with great fervor. Dornell and Mystra Elue were wed in the year of drifting stars. The first of 7 daughters, Anastra Silune, was born the following winter. Silune's 6 sisters emerged at 1-year intervals thereafter: Endue Alustriel, Ambara Duff, Athena Astroma, she bears the shortened Storm these days, Anamanue Leral, Alasra Shentranta, known today as the Symbol, and Erase Kilue. These siblings have become known in Ramsian lore as the 7 Sisters. Dornell, who had been kept in the dark about his wife's true nature through the years, presumably because Mystra didn't want to risk losing his services, was disappointed and nearly distraught by the time his 6th child was born. He had always wanted sons as well as daughters. More importantly, he was seeing his wife deteriorate right before his eyes. The strain of coexisting with the goddess all these years had turned Elue into a wizard shell, in essence a lich clinging to life only because Mistra's power was within her. When Elue was carrying the 7th child, Dornell consulted a priest who told him his wife had been possessed by an entity of great magical power. To spare both of them any further agony, he attempted to slay his wife's physical form by severing her head from her body. As soon as he had done this, Mystra was forced to reveal herself to him, and she went on to explain her scheme. Just as she had worried would happen, Dornell was aghast at how he and his wife had been used by the goddess. He turned his back on the corpse of his wife, abandoned his lands and his children, and vanished into the north. Mystra bore him no ill will, and in fact protected him for the final 30 years of his life. When Dornell finally did meet his end, he called out to Mystra, and the goddess granted him continued existence as her servant. now known as the Watcher, Dawn the Silver travels the world unseen by mortals on a continuing mission to locate candidates, to swell the ranks of the Chosen, and to identify possible threats to Mystra and her minions. That was a long one. Very much to take in there. Very much backstory. And the problem was I was reading aloud, so I didn't get all of that. But some of that. I think I'll read that between sessions to familiarize myself with the lore a bit. Oh, I have to unpause. We'll go here, all of us, and we rest. We cannot rest here. Oh, that is a friend's house. Okay. So, oh, it's an 8-hour journey to the next map over. So we should just get an in. That is. Oh, can't write now. Okay. Miriana. Done. And the smithy was... Okay, that's the Red Chief Inn. That's where we wanted to go. Where's the door? Oh, it's there. Okay, Silky is the one standing in front of the Red Chief Inn. Okay.
You're at the end of your rope, I'll wager.
You're at the end of your rope, I'll wager. Not that it's anything personal, you understand, but I'm afraid your time on this here ball of mud is just about done. Why are you doing this? I've done nothing to you. You've done nothing to anyone, far as I know. Don't matter on one whit to me. A price is a price and a head is a head, and whenever the two meet, there's old Carlet making his living. Like I said, it's nothing personal. And Carlet wants to kill me. And as I want to rest next, I can use my spells. Any other spells left? No. Nothing there. She could use a spell. She has magic missile. Okay. And now that she's gone, she can attack him. And kill himself by doing that.
I feel so cold.
Ooh, that was a hard hit. 4 damage resisted, so it was in 11 damage. Okay. Wow. Do I have more healing potions? Yes, drink a healing potion. Just attack them. We did 5 damage. Oh, do we have any other? I don't want to use my item for that. Okay. All of them are missing all the time. God damn it. Carla takes another 6 damage from me. Yes.
I feel so cold.
Okay. She almost died now. So she gets the Cure Light Wounds. And we have to load the game. Okay. I hope we have been to Miriam. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's bullshit. If I want to enter that place, I want to enter that place to rest. Yeah, I have to do that.
You're at the end of your rope, I'll wager.
All of them attack. You use your last quick item. You change. Yeah, you can use the range attacks. You only have a heal left. You ready that person, so you do the magic missile. And after magic missiling, you attack. And you attack. And Imon took 8 damage and died immediately. Great! How do I defeat that? That's bullshit. That's literally the first real town I ever entered. Go into the first tavern to replenish my spells and die immediately. If I had more spells left, that would be very much easier, and I don't even have a full team. Okay, we're moving on. So we've seen the rest of the city until here. So let's talk to Garrick.
Hello there. I have a pretty proposal for you.
Hail adventurers, I have a proposal for you. I've heard that you're an excellent group of warriors. How would you like a well-paying job as bodyguards for my mistress? We're always on the lookout for money. Tell us more. I'm Garrick. I'm work for Silka Rosena. She's the most skilled musician and actor along the sword course. In fact, she's to play at the ducal praise before the month's done. However, she's been having some problems of late. Some thugs have been hired by Feldpost to hurt her bad because she didn't perform at his inn when she was supposed to. You can't blame her for not showing up. What with a villain like Feldpost running the place, she needs mercenaries to protect her until she's ready to go to Baldur's Gate. She will be willing to pay you about 300 gold. That sounds fair. Why don't you show us this mistress of yours? I think you've made a good decision. Now just meet me outside of Red Chief Inn. Oh, it's directly going on. I'm sorry, I have to load that save. I'm out of recording time now. I have to reload that save. I'm out of recording time now. So, how do I do that? I don't want to travel 8 hours just to refill the spells, but I'm gonna do it. I have an idea. There was an empty house. No, there wasn't an empty house. In every one of those there was someone. We have to leave the city. We can find no peaceful place here, so we have to travel 4 hours to here, just to rest. Then to look if everything worked right. You get your 1 spell. You get your 3 spells. You get your both spells. Alright, I nearly used that spell. Wow. Good that there wasn't a right target for that. And we go back to Baragust. And that's just a time waste, but the game was forcing me to. Where was the place? One further along, yeah? Yeah, there. Okay. I'm quite ready. So go here, save, and now I'm unfortunately out of recording time, so we see us in the next session where we will crush this guy Carlin, or however his name was. Until then.